Okay, so during this clip, I'm going to show you how to use the pillar drill, and we're going to use the pillar drill to drill a 6mm hole in this bit of steel here. Okay, so I've got a piece of steel and I've already marked, scratched where I need to make the hole using a scriber. Now before I drill, I need to use a centre punch. This is just to make a little indent in the metal so the drill piece, so the drill doesn't slide around. Okay, so I line up the centre punch exactly where I need to go. Let's just do one firm hit. Now, I don't know if you can see, that gives me a slight indent in there, and that will stop the drill from sliding around. Now I put my steel inside a little machine vise. It's important when I put it in the machine vise, the indent where I'm going to be drilling is between the jaws. Okay, so when I go down, the drill bit isn't going to drill into the drill. Okay, into the vise. Okay, so we don't drill into this vise. Right. Now my steel's ready to go. Now I need to get the drill bit. So this is called a drill bit. This is a HSS drill bit, so a high-speed steel drill bit. And I'll put it into the chuck. And this is a twist chuck, so I turn them opposite directions, and the jaws, which are these pieces, tighten onto the drill bit. I can check it's straight, I can turn it, I can see it doesn't twist to the side, so I know it's exactly vertical. Brilliant. Got my workpiece below it, and this is quite a big distance here, so I'm going to raise the table using the hand on the side here, lift up the table, and I can lock the table in place. Okay, so one side locks it, one side lifts it. Now, before I turn anything on, I line up the drill bit with the indent. Okay, lined up. Now, because this is quite a small piece, I can hold the vise by hand. If it was a larger piece, there'd be bigger torques, I was doing a bigger drill bit, okay, or a tougher material, I might need to use a G-clamp to hold it in place. But this is quite small, so I can do it without. Right, it's all lined up. I get my safety goggles on. I lower the guard to make sure that there's as little as possible gap between the end of the drill bit and this. Okay, this will slide on when I start using it. It stops any swarf coming out. I think wood, sawdust. I think this is swarf because it's metal. Okay. My on is there with the green buttons, and the red is off. It's very good, it has a big emergency stop if I want it. Okay, so my green to turn on. So when I'm drilling, I'll put it downwards. I try not to reach across like this. I should was putting down, so I might switch hands, putting down so that my body isn't across the drill. Okay, my body across the drill will be a danger. But also make sure I have something to stop my tie or anything else getting caught in the workpiece. So I turn it on. I don't know if you saw that as I was going down, I went down a bit, I reduced the pressure, went back up again. Because otherwise the drill bit gets too hot. Okay, I'm going through steel, so I've gone in a bit and back out again. Now I'm just going to take it out, tap away the swarf, try not to wipe it away in case there's any sharp burrs on there. And it's that simple to get a hole through there. If I wanted, I could then countersink it, ready for drilling, ready for putting a screw in. Okay, it's that simple. And that's how we use the pillar drill. Key things to remember: the large emergency stop, the guard must be down, this piece is called a chuck, the drill bit. The work must be in a machine vise, and we should use a centre punch before we do any drilling at all. Okay? And obviously PPE, aprons, goggles to make sure we're safe.